Shattered silence. For 30 days, my family erased me from our home until I chose to vanish, and 5 years later, a single call pulled me back to face the truth that set me free. I'm Clara Vance, 44, standing in the muted light of a wedding hall, holding a simple purse, my resolve unshaken. 5 years ago, I fled a life that rendered me invisible. Today, I'm at my daughter's wedding, summoned by a man who once vowed to love me. My hands are steady, but his tremble. If betrayal forges strength and truth reclaims power, subscribe for more. Let's reveal how I turned their rejection into my victory. It started in our quiet Washington suburb, where I, Clara, became a ghost. At 39, after 17 years of marriage, I was nothing to my husband, Owen, 45, and our daughter, Ava, 16. One night, reaching for the TV remote, Ava's voice sliced through. "Dad, hear that buzz?" Her gaze skipped over me, as if I were a broken radio. Owen, engrossed in his tablet, mumbled, "Just the house, kiddo." Not Clara. Not Mom. Just static. For a month, I endured this void. Mornings of ignored hellos. Dinners they ate without me. My groceries swapped for their fast food. I touched walls to confirm I existed, even searched. Am I invisible? At 3 a.m. That's how lost I was. The breaking point hit in our pristine kitchen, my handiwork unacknowledged. Owen's briefcase sat out of place, a weekend oddity. A document protruded. Petition for divorce. My pulse raced. Irreconcilable differences. Asset splits. Custody for Ava, nearly 17. Owen's signature was scrawled, with a note. Sign here. No regret, just orders. He'd orchestrated 30 days of silence to push me out, framing me as the deserter. I packed a suitcase, 2 sweaters, jeans, a photo of toddler Ava, and left a note. Gone to find myself. I'm okay. I took a train to my parents' home in rural Vermont, a 5-hour ride. At sunrise, my father, George, answered the door, his flannel pajama askew. "Clara, what's wrong?" My suitcase spoke volumes. My mother, Ruth, a retired teacher, sized me up like a puzzle. Over tea, I confessed. The silence, the papers, the erasure. "They made me vanish," I said. Ruth's jaw tightened. "You're not gone. Stay 3 months. Rediscover Clara." That first month, I rebuilt quietly. Mornings in Ruth's garden, reading poetry I'd loved. George, a former bookkeeper, helped me polish my resume. At my part-time museum job, my boss, Lena, called. Owen had contacted her, claiming I was unreliable, hinting at replacing me. It wasn't neglect, it was sabotage. In my old email, I found messages from Ava's counselor, Owen alleging I was erratic, starting 7 months earlier. Bank records showed $25,000 siphoned from our joint account to Owen's private one. This was no crumbling marriage. It was deliberate ruin. My sister, Tessa, a choir director, arrived with pizza and her own divorce scars. They make you invisible to devalue you. Don't plead for their sight. She mapped a timeline, money transfers, counselor lies, the silent treatment, all planned. Don't sign, she urged. Build your proof. I opened a new account, paid Ava's child support, and cataloged everything, emails, statements, Lena's warning. Ruth gathered references from old co-workers. I went silent, letting Owen believe he'd succeeded. I relocated to Burlington, Vermont, taking a lead curator role. My tiny apartment, with thrift store furniture, became my haven. I joined a poetry circle, befriending Lila, a baker, and Zoe, a paramedic. We called ourselves the Reborn Collective, united by survival. I studied art history, published a paper, earned a promotion. I discovered I loved folk music, spicy ramen, and slow Saturdays. I dated briefly, but cherished my own space most. 5 years passed, each step resurrecting Clara, the woman who giggled at quirky limericks, who deserved to be seen. Then Owen called. Ava's marrying Ethan Cole next month.
Come.
His voice faltered, fear, not warmth. She needs you. I scoffed. 5 years. of silence, and now this? I'll think about it, I said, disconnecting. My friends pushed me to go, for me, not them. My lawyer, Mara, agreed. Show up unbreakable. Let him see your strength. I chose a green dress, understated yet poised, and rehearsed responses. Calm, firm, revealing nothing. At the Willow Grove estate, I sat in the back, watching Ava, luminous in silk, walk with Owen. Her eyes met mine, shock then unease. Owen's hands shook visibly when he saw me, his polished mask fracturing. He hadn't expected me, hadn't imagined I'd rebuilt so fully. The ceremony blurred. I focused on Owen's unraveling, his fear of the woman he couldn't erase. Ava's glance held confusion, perhaps regret. I nodded once. I'm here. I see you. I left before the reception, needing no approval. In the parking lot, Owen ran after me. Clara, you came? His voice cracked. After you erased my life? I said, steady but sharp. You stole my money, my daughter, my reputation. But I'm whole now. His silence was my win. Driving home, I felt unburdened. Ava texted, "Why show up?" I replied, "You're my daughter. When you're ready to talk, I'm here. I love you." Then I turned off my phone. In my apartment, folk music playing, I ate ramen and reflected. Revenge wasn't shouting, it was thriving. Owen's trembling hands proved it. My unyielding existence was my triumph. I'd lost a marriage, a daughter's trust, but gained myself. That was freedom.